My name is Raymond. Is Abuja. I am from Imo State, Uru East local government. I started boxing when I was in secondary school, class 4 at that time, and I started boxing in 1985. The reason I went into boxing is not really that I fancy becoming a boxer. It happened that I was the kind of person who loves to, protect people. I like to fight for people. I hate people bullying, people, especially in those days in secondary schools when the senior students will take advantage of the junior ones and they want to bully them. So I fight them. And I didn't know that the school authority, that's the principal and other teachers, are taking note of this. So one day, the principal invited me into his office and told me that he wants me to do boxing. So, and I said no, I can't box because I don't want them to destroy my face. So he now told me that when he went to America to do his masters, that he discovered the secret why America always comes first in every sporting activities, or almost in every sporting activity, especially in personal sport like combatant sports. So that he wanted me to do. But then anyway, I later joined boxing reluctantly. But then when I went, when the whole students, because of me, he stopped the whole student that day. He said there won't be any teaching, that everybody, including the boys and girls, will go to field to learn boxing. So I went there and I tapped the coach because I went late. I tapped the coach from the back and I was like, look at all these students, I would beat any of them from class 1 to 5. Then I can beat any of them, including all the teachers and even the principal. So, and then the coach said, okay, there's something he will do now. If I can repeat it, that he will give me 20 naira. And 20 naira in 1985 is a huge money. So, and I was like, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, what would this man do that I cannot do? So he now kind of demonstrated 1, 2, 3, 4. He was that fast. So I now, because I needed that money, I don't want to lose that money in case I want to imitate him. I said, okay, repeat it again, but be slow. He did it and I did it. Immediately I did that. To my own surprise, the whole students, the teachers, everybody was clapping. He dipped out his pocket, gave me 20 naira. The teachers, the students, and I started crying. So tears of joy. And then as that tears were coming, what I now said concluded in my heart. I was like, boxing, it's either you kill me or I kill you. So that was how I started. And then that was how I was selected to represent the ongoing selection, the State Sports Council. They were going around to pick students from different schools. So that was how I was picked to represent my local government in the then Imo State Sports Festival. I represented the school and I came third. So they invited me to the state camp under 18 National Sports Festival in the Imo State Sports Council. So by the grace of God, I was successful. I was picked to represent Imo State under 18 in my weight. Though then I was not 18, I was 20 years. But we have to lie in order to be in the team. Going to that competition, I did not participate. I did not take part in the competition because while the weigh-in was going on, the coach was because of the hurry, he forgot to call me. Being a new boy and thinking that I may not win anything, he picked another person, but the person overweighed. So then I was to fight 57 kg, that's featherweight. So that was how I didn't take part in that competition. Now coming back again to Imo State in 1986, I was able to win the all-comers boxing competition in my weight, featherweight. I came first. That's gold medal. In 1987, I had the opportunity to represent the state again in featherweight. Then I was able to beat the person that represent the state in senior category. So I beat the guy in a state competition and also in camp. So I represent the state in Enugu State, 1987 National Sports Festival, National Sports Competition. And in that competition, I came third again. In 1988 Sports Festival in Rivers State, I came second. That's silver. I lost to one Delta State guy, but I beat Korubo Mieko of Rivers State. All these people are older than me in boxing. They've been boxing even, I know I just started boxing 2 years ago. In 1989, I won the national champion of champions. That is, I participated. I didn't win the Eagles belt, but they call it the title or the name of this is Eagles belt. So, and I participated and I won my own fight against a Lagos State opponent then. I knocked him out in first round. So that was how, like, again I was, like, they invited us again in a camp again. So many competitions that I participated in. In 1993, I participated in another competition. I represent Abuja. I won bronze. In 1995, I represent Abuja again in what's the name? The World Boxing Championship in England. But before then, I represented Nigeria against Canada in 1989. That was in Lagos. Then I represented Nigeria again in World Championship in Cuba. That's Cuba, I think North America also. I represented Nigeria, though I didn't win any of my fights. I lost in the quarterfinal. Then in 1995, like I was saying, I represented Nigeria in not only me, like among the team that went. So I represented Nigeria in England, Liverpool to be precise. So these are the international competitions. So I've won a lot of certificates. And in 1988 and 1989, I won the Sports Writers Association award. They gave it for, that's Imo State chapter. They gave it to me. So, and then that was how the medals, the competitions that I participated in while as a boxer. So while in England in 1995, I started representing Golden Gloves Boxing Academy, and that's the name that I now have given this club. So I did very well there. Like, I didn't lose any fights, and I had the opportunity to spar with most of some world champions like Sheneri. He was then the world champion WBO in light welterweight. I was his sparring partner there, and I had the opportunity to spar, like I sparring with other world champions and European champions at Lennox Lewis boxing gym in North London. After my boxing, when I now came back from UK, I settled in Abuja here. And like, in order to give back to the society, because the way I was, like, discovered, so I thought doing so again that I will discover students. That's why we teach boxing. Like this Barimpa secondary school, we have this approval from government to teach them. So, but how I came to Lifecamp was, I was living in Karimudem, and then there was this boxer. He trains with Abuja boxing team. So the coach recommended him to me because he was part of our team that went to England. He said that there's a good coach because from here to to Old Parade Ground. It cost him money. So the coach said, okay, there's a good coach that can train him in Karimudia. So he gave him my number. He called me and they told me about his relationship with the coach, how he connected him to me, and then we started training. So training there, that place was not good enough, and the guy said, okay, that he has a place like Lifecamp where other sportsmen train, and that was how we moved here. And this was about 4 or 5 years ago. Initially, when I was boxing, just like any sportsman or woman, they have their goals. It was my intention to win one title, either as an amateur, to win gold in the Olympics. But unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I didn't make it, even as an amateur or professional. So, though I did not box professionally anyway. Then I now said, okay, let me begin to look out for people who I can train to become world champions. So now, through this channel, I believe I want to be teaching, like accurate amateur and quality boxing, technically based, so that if you really want to grow faster by watching this channel, hopefully every day, you will learn most of the skills that will help you to grow faster or achieve your aim, either to become a Nigerian champion, Commonwealth, like Africa, and possibly world champion.